What's happening, my YouTube friends? Steve with Rake and Profit at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over some of the completed listings on eBay for clothing. And what I'm actually doing is picking out a bunch of items that sold from one individual. And the store name was the Clothing Vault. I was looking at this person's store, and they had a lot of nice vintage items, a lot of nice jackets, which were selling for really good money. They also had a lot of brands which I was unfamiliar with, so I figured I'd pick a bunch of items which have sold in their store, kind of showcase it and show you what they're selling. I mean, it's really important. Study up, do your research, find these sellers who are selling things that you want to sell and find, and just, you know, copy them pretty much. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. So that's what I'm doing, sharing this information with you folks, learning together, and hopefully putting ourselves in a position to make some future money. So with that being said, let's jump into today's video. First item is a CB Sports jacket, vintage from the 80s, nylon, puffy, really nice. Never heard of this brand before, but definitely going to pick it up. $124. Here we have a Columbia. This is like a ski, kind of like a jacket suit. It's got the top and the bottom, I believe. Looks like there's the belt going through the middle. Cool item. Look at the color. Look at the style. You can just tell it's vintage all day. And I know for a fact I've passed these things up in the past before, but now I know to buy these things. 144 bucks, vintage Columbia. Here we have a vintage 60s Hang 10, I believe the brand is pronounced. Looks like it's got a cool little design to it. I mean, it just looks different, looks vintage, has a guy with a surfboard on it, and just a nice shirt, $24.95. Here we have an Avirex leather motorcycle jacket. Looks like this is women's, and I mean, just look at the color, look at the focus on the details and all that. You could just tell this thing was made with quality. $74.95. Here we have a Dale of Norway. This is a wool cardigan sweater, really nice. Look at those metal buttons they have. Look at the detail and the quality that's in this thing. I've picked something up similar to this in the past. I don't think it was the same brand, but if you see those metal clasps and it's from Norway and it's wool, pick it up. Here we have a 1940s pea coat. Not sure what the brand is. Was looking at this before. Couldn't figure out what the brand was. Maybe it just has to do with the Navy. Maybe it's something the Navy released. But 1940s, really nice. Size 36 regular. Awesome pea coat. I think it's made out of wool. Yep, it is. 299 bucks. Here we have a Sears leather vintage jacket, motorcycle style, 50R. Pretty big item right here, and just a nice high quality leather jacket you have. This is Sears, the brand. Some of the Sears stuff does well, other Sears stuff isn't as well, but $84.95. Here we have an Ocean Pacific. This is a vintage jacket. You could tell based on the colors. Again, a lot of times people ask, how do you know if it's vintage? Well, usually the color will tell a story, and also the tag. Let's see what the tag looks like. Yeah, you can just tell. Look at that. It just looks old. I've sold a few OP Ocean Pacific shirts, newer stuff, recent stuff. It does okay, but the vintage stuff is where it's at. Here we have a Sierra design from the 70s. Again, vintage jacket, parka. Looks like it's water repellent, which is huge. And size extra large. Awesome item right here. Again, look at the tag. You can just tell it's vintage all day long. If these things are a few bucks, pick them up, take a risk, and put yourself in a position to make some money. Here we have a Sawyer of Napa. This looks like it's a sheepskin shearling coat. Look at this thing, high quality. This thing's gonna keep you warm. Some of these items that look like this do well, others don't. So maybe you wanna look these things up before you buy them on your phone to see what they're going for. But if it looks high quality, it looks warm, it's made out of wool, if you got a lot of detail there, you might be in a gold mine of profits. But $324, keep your eye out for that brand. Let's see the tag. There it is. And here we have a Hugo Boss. Looks like it's a nice little suede leather and wool cardigan sweater. Look at this thing. This thing is high quality. I mean, certain things like this, you don't even need to look up the brand. It looks so nice. If it's $5, $6, $7, pick it up. $64.95. And last item is a vintage Eddie Bauer puffy parka jacket. Again, I mean, look at the detail. Look at the nice fur at the top. You can just tell this thing is money, and it went for 179 bucks. Well, I'm running out of time. These capture programs of mine only do 5 minutes, so I got to cut it short. Appreciate everybody watching. Hope you learned a few new brands and a few new styles, so when you're out and about at the thrift stores, auctions, yard sales, wherever you go, you can find these things and make some money. I sure learned a lot, so keep researching, keep learning, put yourself in a position to make that money, and have yourselves a great night. I appreciate you watching, and take care.